Hey everyone, Matt here. I have another update on the $2,000 stimulus check drama. According to Joe Biden, they are going out the door immediately. That's what we're talking about in this video. Let me bring you up to speed with everything going on as of just a short time ago. So let's get right into it. But hey, if you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Matt. And if you're returning, welcome back. I've got your back here. I'll continue to keep you updated with everything going on. Thank you for your continued support. If you haven't done so, there's that button right below the video that says subscribe. Make sure to hit that. Thank you so much. Now that you're subscribed, let's talk about this. So, this afternoon, in a campaign-style speech, Joe Biden in Atlanta, Georgia, said that $2,000 stimulus checks would be going out the door immediately, provided that Georgia sends him those two Democratic senators in tomorrow's election. So, what's actually kind of funny about this is in my video that I produced this morning, Monday, January 4th, I produced that video talking about the $2,000 stimulus checks. I had no idea that Joe Biden was going to say this today, by the way, but it's kind of obvious with everything going on that the $2,000 stimulus checks are not going away anytime soon. In fact, what's actually kind of funny is, like I said in my video this morning, I said, hey, we are not done with these things. In fact, I would believe that we're probably going to see these things come back very soon. And when they do, I highly doubt it's going to be like, hey, let's just give people the extra $1,400, but rather let's make it $2,000 right from the start. Well, that's basically what we're hearing out of Joe Biden just a short time ago in this speech. So I listened to this campaign-style speech, like I said, in Atlanta, Georgia. He's down there campaigning for these two Democratic senators that are going to be part of this election that is happening tomorrow in the Georgia runoff Senate election. So it's going to be a big day tomorrow in Georgia to determine the fate of the Senate. But in this speech, Joe Biden, he said, if Georgia sends him those two Democratic senators, that the $2,000 stimulus checks would be going out the door immediately. What's actually interesting is he didn't slip up and say that on accident. He said it twice in this, whatever it was, 15-minute speech or whatever, however long he was talking for. He said it twice. So it's kind of actually really interesting. It's almost like, it almost makes it feel like I knew what was coming this afternoon, but really in my video this morning, I had no clue he was going to say this. But all the signs were kind of there. Like all of the signs over the last couple days and week or so is like, okay, we can probably anticipate this is coming back in probably end of January, February-ish, and it's probably going to happen. But of course, we can't really count anything. We can't count our chickens until they hatch, right? Like people like to say. But the point is, these $2,000 stimulus checks, like I was saying in my video this morning, I really think that we're going to get another round of stimulus checks. Of course, I've been talking about that for a couple weeks now, that the next stimulus package that'll probably be introduced here in late January is, it's probably going to be introduced anyway in late January, but I definitely think it's going to contain another round of stimulus checks. And like I've been saying, we don't know how much it's going to be. We don't know who it's going to include, but we're getting a little glimpse of that now. Well, we'd have to anticipate it's probably going to be about $2,000, right? At this point, based on what is being said, we probably anticipate it's going to be around that $2,000 level. So this is actually kind of exciting for a lot of people who, we're looking at this $600 stimulus check that everybody's receiving around this time right now, thinking, $600, great, but, it's not really doing a whole lot. It's actually interesting. I've seen a few comments down below from many of you saying, okay, now what? I spent the $600 in like no time flat, and now what? I mean, I'm right back to where I was. So where do we go from here? Same situation. So I think it's going to be a massive sigh of relief for so many people, at some point when they can finally distribute these stimulus checks in this next round. Again, no promises. I just want to make it very clear. We don't have any promises for sure yet. Of course, politicians always say all kinds of things to make themselves look good. And again, that's not a shot on Joe. It's not a shot on anybody in particular. All politicians do it. They make, they say all these things when they campaign. And we'll just have to see if we get any follow through on all of this. But I know for a ton of people right here, right now, that are watching this video and following my videos, things like this, I know that $2,000 during this time right now could certainly be incredibly, incredibly helpful. So it was really encouraging to listen to this. I kind of listen with like one ear and then kind of like, in one ear, right out the other kind of thing. It's typically what happens with all of these politician type speeches like this. But either way, it's always interesting to listen to hear what they have to say. I feel like, hey, if you say it during your campaign speech, we're kind of going to have to hold you to it because you said it. So I feel like, you need to kind of deliver now. So we'll have to continue watching this, but I've been saying this for a while, and that is what I would anticipate we're going to see this next stimulus package probably being introduced, stimulus proposal, stimulus packages being introduced and proposed and being presented in Congress here, probably within the next couple weeks here, probably in late January. We're probably going to start to see some type of evidence of the next stimulus package to see what is contained within this thing. However, like I said, tomorrow, the race there in Georgia to determine the fate of the Senate is going to be very influential as far as the next stimulus package. How far is it going to reach? How big is it going to be? Who is it going to include? How big are the stimulus checks going to be? So, yeah, we'll have to continue watching this. But if those two Democratic senators are actually, in fact, elected tomorrow and make up the Senate, that would say that the House of Representatives is controlled by Democrats, as well as the Senate at that point would be controlled also by Democrats, because it'd be 50 Republicans, 50 Democrats in the Senate, and then the vice president would come in as kind of like a tiebreaker. So that's how that would actually work. So once again, Democrats would hold control there. So like I said in my video this morning, I would have to anticipate if that actually happens, I would not be shocked at all to see a massive, massive stimulus package coming right down the pipeline right after we determine the fate of the Senate. So remember that $3.4 trillion stimulus package that Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer introduced way back? Well, actually, they passed it in the House in May of 2020. I wouldn't be surprised to see that thing revived and brought back into light. I wouldn't be surprised one bit to see that thing come back. The HEROES Act, remember that one? The $3.4 trillion HEROES Act? Yeah, so who knows? It'll certainly be interesting. I wanted to bring you this quick update just because I find it to be super interesting with everything going on, and tomorrow's going to be a big day. And then on Wednesday, we're going to be having the Congresses coming together to certify the Electoral College vote results. And that's going to be a very dramatic day as well, I would anticipate. So the next few days are going to be probably full of information, as we can probably anticipate. So pretty interesting stuff going on right now. I've had a lot of content lately talking about all kinds of different aspects of the current stimulus bill. So if you have not received your $600 stimulus check quite yet, feel free to check out my latest videos as of the last couple of days. I've been talking about all kinds of different things. I made a dedicated video talking about people specifically, like dependents, adult dependents, child support, payees, and then I think there was another one in there, but I made a dedicated video talking about all those categories. I also made another dedicated video talking about, this was yesterday now, talking about the $600 and payment methods, as in bank accounts, direct express, net spend, Chime, paper checks, the prepaid debit cards. The Get My Payment tool, that is now open again. Feel free to check out the Get My Payment tool if you want. That is open. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on, but if you haven't received your $600 stimulus check, like I've been saying, hang tight. It should be coming through here. Steve Mnuchin said that payments would be distributed last week and through this week. So if you haven't received it, I know we've been waiting for a very long time now, but just try to remain patient a little bit longer, and hopefully it will come through this week. I would anticipate if you don't see it this week, let's reconvene and talk about what we can do to track it down going forward after this week, because I feel like we're still within the window that they gave us that those stimulus checks should be distributed. So hopefully they will all be hitting your accounts here very soon. Again, also, I want to say this too. Make sure to continue watching not only your bank accounts, but your mailbox as well, just in case you get a paper check. Even if you're waiting for a direct deposit into your bank account, your direct express card, things like that, be sure to continue watching your mailbox just in case they send you a paper check or one of those prepaid cards just in case. You never know. And from what it sounds like, those prepaid debit cards are coming in some type of generic looking envelope. So be prepared. If you feel any type of envelope that has some kind of plastic card in it, like a credit card, make sure to open it up and just check it out. But also be aware of any potential scams out there. There are a lot of them. So I wanted to bring this quick update to you because I thought, you know what? This is what I need to share with all my people. I need to keep all of you updated with everything going on, because you just never know what could possibly be happening. But yeah, I think the odds are stacking in the favor of another stimulus check for sure, and I would anticipate it's going to be a pretty big one. I would say, who knows what it's going to be, but yeah, we'll have to see. But I don't want to throw any numbers out, but I would anticipate it's going to be one that people are probably going to be pretty happy with. Either way, I'll keep you posted with everything going on. Have a nice evening, everybody. I really do appreciate your support. I know this is kind of not really my usual type of video because I'm kind of just rambling and talking about all kinds of stuff. But you know what? I thought this was pretty exciting. I wanted to bring it to you right away in just a quick video. Yeah, I'll bring you more information. I'll be back in the morning. Other than that, I will see you again soon. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you later. Thanks, everybody. See you soon.